The Haunted Bungalow. In the 1980s, there was a complicated case in a court of England where it took the judge a long time to decide whether the criminal was a human or a ghost. The story is about a businessman named Victor and his wife Jenny. It had been a long time since Victor and Jenny were married, and they had recently moved to England. They bought an old bungalow. Before Victor and Jenny started living there, the family that had resided in the bungalow died under mysterious circumstances. People said that whoever lived in that bungalow never survived. One night, Victor and Jenny had a fight. Victor was mad at Jenny, so he went to the study and started reading a book. He found a very old book with the title, Talking to a Ghost. Victor started reading the book, and while he was reading, he felt someone was standing beside him and staring at him. Frightened, he looked around, but he couldn't find anyone. The book read that in ancient times, people used to burn pieces of glass and chant mantras to call a ghost. He was reading the book when suddenly he heard Jenny scream. He left the book and ran towards Jenny. He found Jenny holding a photograph in her hands. Jenny couldn't stop screaming. When Victor saw the photo, it was him, holding a cup of coffee in the photo. The photo was from 2 weeks ago. But he didn't understand what there was to scream about. Because Jenny wouldn't stop screaming, Victor gave her sleeping pills and put her down to bed. Victor was a little anxious after reading that book, and he started roaming around the bungalow. While he was roaming around, he came to the basement of the bungalow. It seemed as if the basement had burned down long back. When he reached the corner of the basement, he found a few pieces of burnt glass. Victor felt very uneasy and thought of leaving the basement. The moment he turned to go, he saw 5 dead bodies that were staring at him. The dead bodies were completely burnt. But suddenly all of them got up. The dead bodies shouted, "Run away!" Frightened, Victor asked, "What are you talking about?" That's when all the dead bodies went mum and just kept staring back at him. Victor once again inquired what they were talking about, but still, the dead bodies stood still. That's when Victor realized that the dead bodies weren't staring at him, but looking at someone standing behind him. Victor quickly turned behind and found a very terrifying being looking at him. The ghost was holding the same burnt piece of glass that Victor saw in the corner a while back. Victor at once ran away from the basement and went to his bedroom. When he entered the bedroom, he found Jenny sleepwalking and writing something on the wall. Victor told Jenny that they'll have to leave immediately, but Jenny went on writing something with a piece of glass. When Victor went near her, he saw that the photo frame, which Jenny had been looking at and all but gone crazy, was broken near the bed. Victor was now able to see something in that photo that probably made Jenny scream. In that photo, a spirit was choking Victor and Jenny was lying unconscious next to him. Victor got terrified, and he tried a lot to wake up Jenny, but she went on writing on the wall. She had written, "This is the house of the dead. Go away." Victor managed to pick her up in his arms and started running out of the bungalow. The moment he reached the stairs, he thought someone is strangling him by the neck. Jenny slipped out of Victor's hands and fell down the stairs. Victor, too, fainted. After a few hours, when Victor regained consciousness, he saw that Jenny's head was badly hurt. He took her to the hospital, but it was too late. Jenny was dead, and the police arrested Victor for Jenny's murder. Victor's lawyer told the entire story to the judge in the courtroom. He told that the family that lived in the bungalow before Victor and Jenny had also died under mysterious circumstances. But when the police investigated, they neither found the piece of glass in the basement, nor did they find anything written on the wall of the bedroom. Even that photo was placed properly on their dressing table. The only thing they found was the book which Victor was reading. When the judge heard all this, he came to the conclusion that it was all a made-up story by Victor. The judge declared Victor guilty, and in a few days, his death sentence was executed. What people said proved to be true. No one who lived in that bungalow ever survived. What do you think? Did Victor really kill his wife? Or was it a ghost all along?
If you like this story, then subscribe to our channel, Bloody Monday Horror Stories, for some spine-chilling horror stories. And don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications on our latest video.